Hi, I'm Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and I am Josh, vigilantly fighting the diseases of addiction and mental health. I'll be doing the daily readings as usual, but I'm a bit behind because I'm moving, and I think I'll finally be moved in by the 29th. So all of this will change. This banner is actually a lot bigger. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I'm trying to catch up. So even though we'll be reading from Touchstones August 4th, it's actually August 13th, and I will be doing this in chunks in order to catch up, and then this will all be in real time or scheduled ahead, so that way it gets released before like all of the commotion gets started moving in on the 29th, and who knows what needs to be fixed or what will need to be taken care of. But this is Touchstones August 4th, and let's dig right into it. The craftsman does not always build toward a prior vision. Often images come in the process of working the material, his hands, together they beget. M.C. Richards. We awaken in the morning and the day in an unbuilt creation. We have some ideas about what we will accomplish today, but our higher power also has some things in mind that are not yet part of our consciousness. We have lived long enough to know that every day brings surprises. We know in advance we will be frustrated in some of our desires, and we may be helped or advanced in others. But what about the totally unexpected? Will we even notice the subtle opportunities? Will we see an opportunity for a friendly conversation? Do our plans unwittingly prevent other possibilities from intruding? When we hold loosely our daily plans, we are more open to knowing the will of our higher power. Then each day is a spiritual process. It becomes a combined creation of our higher power and our consciousness. Today I will hold my plan loosely so that I can continue to be open to the healing powers of God. Yeah, that's another really great reading. Like I said, I don't usually get into my experience, and I just jump right into strength, the strength of the programs that I'm working, the strength that I've experienced and seen in others that are working their programs diligently. So for me, I think that this is interesting because it's something that my sponsor and grand sponsor, they probably stole from somebody else, but they always say, like, live life like a loose garment, or be water, like just go with the flow, because life will throw you adversity in active addiction and in sobriety, but it's much easier to deal with when you're sober. Being in active addiction will only make things worse. It's just a form of escapism, at least is what I found for me. It was escapism. So that was one of the parts that I really enjoyed, because we experienced the totally unexpected. When I was talking to one of my friends earlier today, I found out that his brother has cancer, and that was heavy for me. That was wildly unexpected, so I can't even imagine what it's like for him. And I don't know how to describe it. I guess we're relatively young. We don't think, I don't know. I don't think about having cancer. So it's been a tough week for my friend, and I could really empathize with him because I've lost family members to cancer. The most prominent one being pancreatic cancer, and that one is tough. But yeah, my strength comes from my fellowship, from the people that I talk to every day, from my sponsor, from my grand sponsor, from my family, from my friends, from understanding that life will always throw you curveballs, but if I practice the principles of my program, if I take a step back and breathe, if I call my sponsor, if I talk to friends in the fellowship and outside of it, I can work my way through it in order to deal with whatever comes my way. And I know I'm at an age where over the next 20 years or so, there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to happen that's just a part of life that's going to rock my world, to say the least. So I'm hopeful that I will have and will continue to have a strong enough program that I will be able to deal with those expected and unexpected outcomes. Yeah, just sitting here, that's difficult to think about. So what I hope for you is that you are able to find a way to live life as a loose garment, that there are always opportunities to make a good thing out of a bad situation, that whatever your higher power has in store for you, there's a lesson or something that can be learned from it. I'm not necessarily someone that's about predeterminism versus free will. I don't really get into those debates with individuals, but I do believe that there is the opportunity to be an empathetic, good human being each day, and that's what I try and be. I try and be a better version of myself today than I was yesterday, while setting myself up today to be a better version of myself tomorrow than I am today. And that's why I'm fighting so hard for these 24 hours, because that's all I have. I'm literally as old and as young as I will ever be right now in this moment, which is pretty entertaining, honestly, to think about. Is that, oh, I'm so young, but I'm also so old. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's what I really hope for all of you who are viewing this video, that you're able to understand that life will throw you curveballs, and that you're able to find what works for you to keep you in between the guardrails, to keep you continuing your path of recovery. So please subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and definitely participate in the comment section. I know it can be challenging because with like YouTube, you have to use, sometimes you use real people's names, and I have no problem with that. Since I was 20, I've told everybody that I was an addict. So it's okay that my full name pops up when I'm commenting on YouTube. It doesn't bother me. And nor does it bother me when I'm on Twitter, tag Building Hope. I always say, hi, I'm Josh, and talk about whatever we talk about with Recovery Posse, hashtag Recovery Posse, or hashtag One Day at a Time, or hashtag Sober Life. Everybody has different hashtags for recovery. So anyway, the point is that, try and participate as much as you can in the comment section, and we're trying to build a community where we hold one another accountable in order to help keep ourselves sober for just a day, because that's all we have, the same 24 hours. So with that, I will say, please stay safe, stay strong, and stay sober. I am Josh, the founder of the Accountability Group, and I am definitely still battling the diseases of addiction and mental health.